In the quiet town of Springfield, a young couple named Sarah and Michael stumbled upon an intriguing find at a garage sale. An old mirror, grand and ornate, caught their eye. Its frame was a masterpiece, intricately carved with the patina of age adding an extra layer of charm. The mirror itself was pristine, reflecting the world with an almost ethereal quality. Its beauty was undeniable, but it was the strange allure, the magnetic pull that it had on them, that sealed the deal. Their hearts pounded with a mix of excitement and anticipation as they imagined the mirror adorning their living room wall. It was not just an antique piece they had acquired, it was a story, a mystery waiting to be unraveled. The mirror was hung with pride, its reflection adding an inexplicable allure to their cozy home. Little did they know, their intriguing find was more than just an antique. Their life was about to take a turn for the unnerving and the surreal. As days turned into weeks, the mirror began to reveal its dark secret. Sarah and Michael, once blissfully happy with their bargain purchase, found themselves drawn into a world of creeping dread. In the mirror's depths, they began to see things that defied explanation. Their own faces stared back, not with the everyday expressions they were used to, but twisted into masks of fear. Their eyes filled with terror, their mouths open in silent screams. It was as if they were watching themselves in a nightmare, dying 1,000 different deaths. They would see themselves falling from great heights, their bodies crumpled on unseen floors. They would watch as their reflections were consumed by invisible fires, their skin blistering and blackening. They would witness their mirror selves swallowed by shadowy beasts, their screams echoing in the silence of their living room. And then there were the whispers, soft at first like a gentle breeze rustling through dry leaves. But as the days passed, they grew louder, more insistent. The whispers became voices, sibilant and cruel, worming their way into their minds with horrifyingly intimate suggestions of doom. Fear turned into confusion, confusion into obsession. The mirror was no longer a mere object, it was a presence, an entity that loomed over their lives. They stopped inviting friends over, stopped going out, stopped living. Their world shrank until it was just them, their fear, and the haunted mirror. Sleep became a luxury they could not afford. Every time they closed their eyes, they would see the mirror, hear the voices. Their dreams were filled with images of their own deaths, their minds echoing with the sinister whispers. Their lives, once filled with love and laughter, had transformed into an unending nightmare. The mirror, once a symbol of their shared dreams, was now a harbinger of their darkest fears. What they initially thought was a reflection was turning into a haunting reality. Unable to escape the horrors reflected in the mirror, Sarah and Michael's sanity began to unravel. The whispers grew louder, the visions more terrifying, wrapping them in a chilling embrace from which there was no escape. Every reflection held a new horror, each whisper a fresh torment. The mirror had become their captor, and they its hapless prisoners. They tried to rid themselves of the cursed object, but each attempt was in vain. It seemed to possess an otherworldly grip on their home, a grip that tightened with every passing moment. Their once warm and inviting living room was now a cold, haunting echo of its former self. Desperation seeped into their lives, replacing joy with dread, peace with chaos. Sleep was a forgotten luxury, each waking moment a battle against the growing insanity that threatened to consume them. The mirror, once a symbol of joy, was now a harbinger of doom. In the end, the mirror claimed its final victims. The once radiant faces of Sarah and Michael now bore the scars of their torment. The chilling reflection in the mirror became their reality, a cruel mimicry of life they could no longer distinguish from their own. The whispers grew louder, the visions more terrifying. They saw their demise, felt the icy grip of death, and finally they succumbed to the overwhelming horror. But the true terror lay in the mirror's secret. It wasn't just a mirror, but a portal to another world, a world inhabited by creatures that reveled in human despair. These creatures had found their way through the mirror and into Sarah and Michael's lives, driving them into a fatal spiral of madness. The mirror, now silent, stands in the quiet town of Springfield. Its beautiful facade hides a dark reality, biding its time, ready to unleash its horror on unsuspecting souls. In the quiet town of Springfield, the mirror waits, ready to claim its next victims.